You think for the first episode of this in the world, I'd have my shit together. And believe it or not, this is peak. I kind of got my shit together. Um, if you're new to this channel, you should probably leave and never come back. It's for the best. I hope you're fresh. I hope you're using quality soaps. You know what I'm saying, though? Take 2 showers a day. You want to you want to stay fresh. Now, your first shower, you wake up, you clean off, before you go to work or whatever you're going to do, just rinse off. You know what I'm saying, though? Because you shouldn't be going to bed nasty. Now, you do whatever you're going to do during the day. And then you come home, before you have dinner, you should really take a hot shower. That way you can have dinner nice and clean. Maybe you're going to go down there and get some chocha, whatever it is. And that way when you go to bed, you ain't nasty. You understand what I'm trying to say? How much money you have, or what you drive, or what you're smoking is irrelevant if you got shit stains in your underwear. Now, you don't have to be rich or poor. You could just wash your ass. It don't cost nothing. Hygiene bro, go down to a river. You know what I'm saying, though? I've known rich and poor people that are just were nasty. You know what I'm saying, though? It's a mentality of, like, either you think your shit don't stink, or you not even aware. You're like, what? Showered last week, bro. So anyways, stay fresh. Like, forget about your credit score if you have a dirty asshole. Like, start right here, and then you start from here and work your way out. It's the same thing if people were trying to kill you. Who should you attack first? The closest threat. The closest threat. And your closest threat, as far as being a civilian, is having a nasty, dirty asshole. Wash yourself. Stay fresh. Cleanliness is close to godliness. And I'm gonna crack open some water. A crack. All right. My palate's fresh. It's the first cigar of the evening. Do you interact with any of the other cigar YouTubers, such as not really, no. No, I don't have any friends. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying, though? It's this, have I met some people? Like, maybe. Well, I've seen some. But, I met some people in the industry, but it's irrelevant. I am not, I'm not a YouTuber. It's really me. And I'm not saying other people are real or fake. That's for you to decide. Do you see Richie telling you to like and subscribe? Do you think I bring home a woman to my soft, clean sheets, lay with her, have a roll in the hay, and then when I'm done and go, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel? Are you out of your fucking mind? I am the same wherever I go. I'm real. There's no buffer. It's real. I know the difference between right and wrong, and there's certain things I just won't negotiate, that I won't do. I don't hurt children. Anyone hurting children should be immediately put to death. No breath, no chances, 0. Judge, jury, everything. Execution, eviction, gone. Immediately. Anyone letting people that hurt children to live, them too as well. I mean, there's no... So we could disagree about what cigars we like, but we could all agree that pedophiles should be used as anchors of boats. Now, that's what I would do. I would dip the pedophiles in concrete, and then I would use them as anchors to a boat. I would have pedophile anchors. I didn't even plan this. That just came off the top of my head. Now, anyways, though, if you're just new to the channel, we smoke cigars here. And we have an all-new cigar, the Romeo y Julieta by Altadis, by AJ Fernandez, perhaps. It just says Nicaragua Reserva Real. It is a dark, oscuro-looking wrapper. Look at that wrapper. Look at that leaf. Look at that chocha, people. Perfect construction. A dark brown. See the lighting, but see, much darker than the regular Reserva Real. This is, from what I recall, an AJ Fernandez cigar. What a fantastic looking cigar. And we're going to get to the blend Now, I did buy this in 2 sizes. And I have a Gordo, but we'll probably smoke that tomorrow. Now, it is a very full pack and is a very heavy pack. So it's fuller, heavier, and darker than the regular Reserve Real, 1875. And before we talk shit about Romeo, that was probably one of your first real cigars. There's nothing wrong with Romeo Reserve Real. It's one of the most popular cigars in America. It's a Connecticut shade. There's nothing wrong with it. If you're chilling out, drinking a Budweiser, having a Romeo Reserve Real, or playing golf, like, nothing wrong with it. You're smoking it by the beach. It's a Connecticut shade. It's not that the cigar's boring. It's a Connecticut shade. And then you start smoking stronger shit, and you're like, oh, Romeo Reserve Real sucks. It's a Connecticut shade, you know? And it's not blended to even be a strong Connecticut shade. So I digress. No dents, no major divots. Nice looking cap. All in all, construction, A+. Cutting that cap. Oh, it's a solid construction. This is not a bullshit cigar, and I paid about $13 Pennsylvania. So not a cheap cigar, but more of an upper mid-tier price point in Pennsylvania. The tobacco looks fantastic. They are doing a major release this week. For a lot of shops are having release parties, but I guess I got lucky, and I'm not going to tell you the shop that gave it to me because they didn't have them for sale. They had some boxes in the back, but another shop, 2 other shops, like, no, you got to buy a box. And then another shop here in Pennsylvania said, oh, you got to buy a box. I'm like, I don't want a fucking box. Well, a shop, I'll just say, I'm not going to say what shop, but a shop out here, I called him. He's like, well, we got boxes. I'm like, could you just get me one of them? He's like, well, we have two different sizes. I'm like, I'll take one of each. You got it. So that was very nice of him. They cracked open the box for me. They cracked it open for me. So their gift now is my gift, and it's your gift. That's the thing of giving. They decided to break their rules and let me have 2 different of these new cigars. And I'm going to review it. I didn't sign a non-disclosure. So, this is regular production, Jeremy. Pretty sure about that. It's not, it's Romeo. It's not, the only time you see Romeo with like small batch is like sometimes with these higher end Placencias. I don't know if I've seen any limited edition AJ Romeos, although there was ones he made runs of, like the Romeo 505 or etc., which were, but I mean, those were made for a while and then they stopped making. On the Alteta side, in the past, they used to have a Romeo called the 11 or the Once that came in a box press of 11 cigars that were aged for 11 years. And those were pretty cool, but that was and they were $11. And that was a long time ago, and that was expensive. So whatever. It's AJ and Altatus and Romeo, so that's big boy movement here. You know what I'm saying? I think the numbers are going to do pretty solid. I'll tell you what, it's bringing the Romeo Reserve is one of Altatus's, like, that's their big release, man. That you could make fun. Oh, it's a light cigar. It's a weak cigar. It's designed for regular enjoyment. You know, it's the gateway. It's the first grade of cigars between the Romeo Reserve Reality 75 and the Macanudo, you know, and the Monte Cristo White. These are cigars that people smoke when they're new to cigars because they're not scary. And I gotta say, that's some hardy tobacco, and I got the wind picking up my chocha. So I'm gonna get right to it. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Let's puff, baby, let's puff. Oh, strong, dark, great smoke up, but off the bat, a lot of flavor. Initial impression is, I fucking like it. You know my emotions don't lie. If you watch my channel, I'm the same as far as consistency. And the consistency is the smoke controls my attitude, my flavor, interpretation. The price controls how hard I'm going to judge it. Because you could be a good cigar, but if you ask me so much and compare it to the competitors, and then I have to think about it, why I shouldn't probably buy it again. The value on this, solid. For $13, this tastes like a more expensive cigar. Off the bat, we're winning. This is not a cheap tasting cigar at all. Solid. Is it stronger than Reserve Real? Oh, you bet your sweet tits. There's real character on this cigar. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes, 2026. We got one of the first. Now there's some reviews I haven't posted yet, but I did have some good ones in 2026. But we'll get to that. But as far as from what you've seen on my channel, 2026, what's already been posted, has been a sad year. A sad year. Well, this isn't sad. It's a fucking winner. It's a fucking winner. As the first person to put a review of the Romeo or Julieta 1875 Profundo, it doesn't say by AJ Fernandez, but it's by AJ Fernandez. Buy a fucking box. It's a fucking winner. This is a winner. You can't compare this to the 1875 Natural. Totally different cigar from what, 30 years ago or more. That's a chill cigar for, entry level people. This is a connoisseur cigar. This is fantastic. Oh fuck! Oh fuck yeah! Oh fuck! I'd rather smoke this than Padron 64 Maduro. You could take that and put it right up your fucking chocha. Oh, you could take that right up your fucking Oh, that's so fucking good. Tonight's show has been brought to you by Pfizer. Make sure you kick that booster up your fucking back chocha. The all-new Pfizer comes in aerosol, edible, anal. Stick that fucking Pfizer dildo COVID second, third, fourth, fifth booster right up your asshole. Go right up your bloodstream, up into your colon, and make sure you get vaccinated, penetrated, concentrated, all new Pfizer. Because you never know, you could have COVID of the colon. Guaranteed. Right. Pfizer. Brought to you by Pfizer. I just lost any chance of corporate sponsorship, and that's okay. This cigar is magnificent. No, and when I said it's better than Padron 64 Maduro, I meant it. And I mean like old school Padron 64 Maduro, when I loved that blend. Before it changed. The cigar... darkness, 75%. Okay, but a full 70. It's a true dark Maduro type of cigar. A strength, true medium full, and almost a medium full plus. It's edging, it's rim jobbing like it wants to be full strength, but we'll see about that. So a dark, strong cigar, a magnificent cigar. What flavors are we getting? Well, I took my time to tell you, but I gave you a clue. Padron 64 Maduro, um, dark chocolate, dark earth, spicy, zesty black pepper with a good amount of red pepper. It's quite a spicy meatball on this one. Easy to love? I wouldn't say that, because it's strong and scary enough that I think for a lot of people that are new to cigars, it's going to scare you. But for guys that are into serious cigars, this is a serious cigar. It's not bullshit. It's like he went full enough AJ, but classy enough to be a Romeo cigar, you know, because Romeo's a classy brand, man. Romeo's not a piece of shit. And they went with the old school banding on there. Fucking phenomenal, man. So banding, fantastic. Boxes, they look like an old school Cuban band box. And the wrapper grade quality on this and construction, bro, this is top notch, man. And for a great price. We're at a heavy, medium, full right there. The question is, how's that Gordo's going to be tomorrow? The answer is, the cigar is smoking fantastic. Is it smoking slow? Is it smoking fast? Somewhere maybe in between. I know I am smoking it fast. I should probably slow down. Now, the finish. How's the finish? Super long, heavy. Charred wood coming into the mix. So if you want a dark, strong cigar, now this type of cigar you might have felt before, right between your back Gucci. But it's a great place to be. And for Romeo to have a cigar like this, this cigar is going to be a winner. These kind of cigars, remember like the classic La Gloria Cubana Series R Maduro, the one when it back in the day when it was made by E.P. Carrillo, a great, affordable, strong, dark Maduro type of cigar. This is better than that, but that kind of vibe. $13 MSRP in 2026 is like probably $6 back in then, 10 years ago, you know, more, maybe more, 15 years ago. So the point is, though, phenomenal cigar. I would buy the box. This is fantastic. The question is, I need to now smoke it in Gordo, and if they have a Robusto. I don't know if they're doing any special sizes, Churchills or Coronas or box pressing. That I don't know. I didn't even look too much into it. It just got it today. It is not a weak cigar. It is not your daddy's Romeo. It is quite strong, but it is quite dark chocolatey. But there's a good amount of sweetness to the dark chocolate. It's not really super milky chocolate, but like a darker chocolate, almost like a dark brownie. And I'll tell you what, man, I'm fucking fine with this. I'm fucking fine with this. In fact, I'm going to tell you right now, this kind of vibe on this cigar, with the prices of cigars going up, if you said, hey, Richie, what does this kind of remind you of? Well, first off, it reminds me of like $13. Now, how much is Liga number 9 going to cost you now? MSRP, like in Pennsylvania, $20 to $22 now, right? For a Toro, yeah, $22. Now, the question is, should you rather smoke this? Well, yeah, I'd rather smoke this for $13 and save my $8-9, because I'm going to have a very similar time. This is a fantastic, dark, strong chocolate. This is not a bullshit cigar. This is a serious blend. I don't give out my approval lightly. If you watch my videos, there's cigars I don't finish. If you watch my videos, there's cigars that I don't even give a number, because I like, just forget it. Like last night, okay? This cigar is a redemption. Redemption for cigars as a whole. Like people. Some people should get the death penalty. Kick them off a cliff. And then there's other people that like play music. An artist. A landscaper. An electrician. People that are pillars of the community. A plumber. An honest policeman, you know? You get into an accident, he's not stealing your jewelry. You know what I'm saying? You know, people that help, society. A good nurse helps delivering a baby. That doesn't inject the baby with vaccinations without the parents' consent, because you signed for general care. Yeah, we're at pretty much almost full strength right there. What a phenomenal cigar. What a phenomenal cigar. I actually can say this. I actually love this cigar. I don't just like it. And here's the thing. I had a lot riding on this cigar. If I've been looking forward to it for a while, and I've been chasing a few different shops for a while. In New York and here, nobody had it, or they had it and they wouldn't release it, or they had it and you had to buy a box. Finally, today, I got 2 of them. And this is the first review on YouTube. Just a guy in a fucking Corolla. Now, here's the thing. This could have sucked. And here's the thing. I wouldn't have hit it. I don't hide the truth. I promote it. If you watch my channel, I'm way too consistent. And I even re-review cigars I've had a month ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago. I'll come back to blends to see, is this still a piece of shit, or is it still great like last time? Let's recertify. And oh yeah, I'm looking forward to smoking this tomorrow in Gordo. I'm fucking looking forward to it, baby. Strong. Great smoke output. Okay, so now it's burning slower. So in the beginning, I thought the cigar was burning a little too fast. Well, that's because I was smoking it fast, though. I don't know if you know that. The faster you press the gas pedal, your gas mileage will go down. The faster you go, the faster the gas goes. The faster you puff, the faster the tobacco burns. Did you know that? A cigar is just like an engine. Did you know that? Did you know that? If you turn off your car, you stop wasting gas. If you stop puffing, the tobacco stops burning. Did you know that? Is a cigar a car? Is a car a cigar? Cigars take you places, happy in your mind. A car takes you places, happy on your body. Well, unless if you're driving your car, I guess, to prison. But whatever. I digress. The point is, a fantastic cigar. A strong cigar. It's going to be available, and it's going to be affordable. This is a winner for Altadas. This is a cigar they needed, man. The regular Reserva line has been stagnant for a long time. When they made the Nicaragua one, the original, the Orange Band, good cigar, but I think it was not this kind of vibe. It wasn't trying to go after Liga Number 9 or Padron 64 Maduro kind of vibe. It was like a Plasencia, it was a slightly stronger 1875, but still no lighter shade. A little darker than the 1875 original, but still a little more sweeter, nicer notes. It was more like a compliment to the regular 1875, and I do enjoy that cigar. This cigar here, it's not complimenting the regular 1875. This cigar here was replacing it. So this is the 1875 for real cigar smokers, guys that now are full-fledged enjoying anything in strong cigars. But cigar is not just strong for strong's sake. Is the cigar better than Master Blends 3? Sure. Is the cigar better than Triple Maduro? Sure. Is this cigar better than LFD like Ligero, Double Ligero, Maduro? Yeah, I'd rather have this. The double Maduro Ligero, it's got to be heavier in the end and blow out your chocho, but this is better flavor. A cigar's a winner, guys. I don't give that lightly. It's box worthy. It's not easy to love, though, because these kind of cigars, you get to this point of strength where you're closer to full strength, you're still going to limit your market. Okay, majority guys are dabblers or new to cigars or occasionally smoke. They're not going to be wanting to smoke a cigar on this level, though. But for the guys that stick with cigars, that enjoy, Scotch, guys that enjoy stronger things, yeah. Now, I don't know what's going on because now my channel hasn't been moved for a while. I started mocking the brand Pfizer, and I know YouTube is going to be hiding this. So for the record, I love Pfizer. Make sure you get your boosters every day. If you could, lie to your doctor and tell them you have COVID. And that way, get vaccinated every day of the week. If it's a new day, it's a new Pfizer. Burn, draw is fantastic. It's perfect. Finish is still long and heavy, desirable. In the end, thank you, Dr. Caleb, the OG doctor. In the end, the charred wood, The dark sweet chocolate, and the black pepper and red pepper, and the there's some earth onto it, but it's not earth forward. It's not earth forward. I'm glad on that. Like on Master Blends 3, the earth is the first thing you're gonna taste, like dark volcanic earth, and that's it. Or like a Padron 1000 series, very dark earthy. You really get that vibe. It's a part of this, but it's not. It's not the main course. I'm very happy with the cigar. It is actually quite delicious for a strong cigar, and it has all the appropriate dark flavors and accoutrements that you'd want. It's better than a Padron 64 Maduro. And I'll tell you this right now, I'd rather smoke this than a Padron 26 Maduro. Now, the old school Padron 26 Maduros that before they changed the blend, and I'm telling you, they've changed the blend. They don't taste the same. Once in a while, I have ones that kind of hit, but I'm telling you, in the end, something happened to Padron. Either they're changing their blending style or changing their fermentation, cutting cost, or they just changed the tobacco. I don't know. Or maybe it's the earth itself, the crops. Maybe they haven't changed nothing but the crop. I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, the 64 and 26s, they don't taste the same. And it started 2 years ago in Florida. It started when they started changing from double band to single band. I'm telling you, they changed from double band to single band to cut cost. And ironically, at the same time, the flavor shifted. Now, I'm no detective, but if you're trying to improve profits and cut costs, because remember, the old he's gone now, rest in peace. You're trying to increase profits, cutting down on bands and glue. What else are you really going to try to cut costs down? Because I always tell the truth, and the flavor hasn't been the same on those. I was such a Padron 64 and 26 smoker, you couldn't believe. I have smoked hundreds, if not over 1,000, but hundreds. Easily could say hundreds. You know how many Padron 64 Maduro Principes I smoked for over a decade? I would smoke it at least once a week. It was a go-to on a Friday night. Yeah, man, enjoy it. I would throw Padron 26 in there, 64, whatever it is. Always. Over the years, if you know the channel, even when I was in Florida, it was nights with no new cigars to review. Go to Padron 26. And then all of a sudden, it changed. All of a sudden, the cigar is getting ugly. Bad construction. What happened? I mean, what did I just do there? I let the cigar cool down, come back to it, and the burn's still razor sharp. This is true AJ, great construction. This is a great AJ cigar. It's a great cigar for Romeo and Juliet. It's a great cigar for Altatus. I'm going to give you right now, it's a prediction. This cigar right here is going to be in the top 25 of 2026 cigars. For next year, the top cigars of 2026, this is going to be in top 25. If this isn't in the top 10, they're lying. This is a major release. This is going to be released worldwide. Some places where they can't do, non-Cuban cigars, whatever, with the Cuban name. But I'm telling you right now, it's classy enough. It is strong enough. It is desirable enough. Any guys that like real strong cigars are going to love this. We're going to drop that ash. Oh, this is fantastic. We're almost at full strength, pretty much, maybe almost a light full strength, which is a very, very heavy medium full. So give or take, if you hold the smoke, it's going to be full strength right now. The finish is long. It's a hearty cigar. If you like cigars like the Oliva V Maduro or the Oliva Milanio V Maduro, you're going to like this cigar, though. I'd rather smoke this over the Oliva V Milanio V Maduro. You know, there's that song, you don't go messing around with Slim, and then Slim gets his ass kicked, and now it's Jim. You know what I'm saying, though? And now the song changed the Jim. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off Old Long Ranger. And you don't mess around with Jim. I'll tell you right now, I'd rather have this over Master Blends 3. I'd rather have this over uh, Camacho Chip Maduro. I'd rather have this over Padron 64 and 26 Maduro. Uh, I'd rather have this over a lot of cigars. This guy is just drinking beer. This guy was just walking in the street drinking beer, screaming. All right, buddy, let's just keep it moving. That's all right. All right. That's the news in Pennsylvania. People screaming on the street with alcohol. Yeah, I'd rather smoke this over Liga Number 9. I'd rather smoke this over, because Liga Number 9 I love, but Liga Number 9, Liga Number 9's more of, I'm getting a similar vibe, not the same exact blend, but a similar vibe, and this is a little stronger than Liga Number 9, but I'm going to save a lot of money, and it doesn't feel like a cheaper cigar. This cigar is going to sell like fucking hotcakes. It's going to sell like hotcakes. I don't know why they didn't put AJ Fernandez's name on it. Perhaps they're spacing themselves, or perhaps AJ has made too many things and his name is out there. So we don't got to constantly say, buy AJ Fernandez. Could you let Romeo just have a cigar? Even though AJ didn't make it. Let's drop that ash. Here we go. One more puff. Perfect destruction, and we drop that ash. I could easily say I love this cigar, and that's the truth. Almost 80% darkness. The darkness is increasing. It's almost pretty much full strength. Charred wood, lots of dark, sweet chocolate, black pepper, and some red pepper zest, and slight earthy. The finish, long, heavy texture, and it's just oily enough. It's not like drying out your tongue. But the overall vibe is not extremely oily, buttery vibe, but it's the flavor is lingering. It's a heavy, long finished cigar. Any negatives? None. I got nothing bad to say. I'm telling you right now, the one company I talked to, Best Cigar Pub, which I enjoy their lounge, but they said they had it in the warehouse. I'm like, can't you put it out? They're like, well, we don't have room. I said, look, you got plenty of cigars, like the regular Romeo 1875, which don't sell. I said, could you just move one box and put this out? She's like, oh, I can't do that. She's like, I can't do that. I was like, so you're not going to put out any new cigars? And this is what the manager said. No, I'm only going to sell them on the internet. She's like, we don't have any raw room in our humidor. I said, well, rotate your stock. Guys want to try out new cigars. I said, you're stocked with a lot of old stock. Oliva Ono. You know, just get rid of fucking Rocky Patel and a lot of Alec Bradley. Pizzadio solid. But my point is like, yeah, put out new sticks. She's like, no, we're going to just sell them on the internet. I'm like, so you're going to put them out in a week or a month? She's like, no. I am completely surprised at Best Cigar Pub's decision. I've never seen a shop saying we're not putting out new cigars. And of course, the management was a woman. You're not going to say, no, nobody's going to a shop to buy regular Macanudo or Reserva Real. Those ones you move on the internet. For newbies buying boxes, okay, on a good price. But put out the new shit. It's fantastic. What would I drink with this? You could go the Scotch route, but due to the nature of the dark chocolate note, I don't know if that would pair with Scotch. You could, but I don't know. You could go the route of beer, perhaps. Honestly, in my opinion, I would like an espresso or a simple dark coffee. My opinion on this. My opinion on this. My opinion on that. But you do what you want. And that temperature is dropping. That temperature is dropping, and let me drop my face. Dun, dun, dun. Let's get some information on this. Here it is. The all-new Romeo with a dark, obscure wrapper. The up-and-coming Romeo and Julieta by AJ Fernandez. The Profundo. And here we go. Here it is. 5 years, I guess. Okay, that's what I came with the Nicaragua, the blue label. Altatus asked him to do it again in mid-March. This is it. It's an all Nicaraguan cigar with a dark Nicaraguan obscure wrapper. Guys, this is a winner. I could smoke this cigar. I could smoke this cigar a lot. I could smoke this cigar a lot. I don't bullshit. I don't bullshit. Yeah, whatever it is. You know, well, I think AJ knows the market in a sense, right, Jeremy? Like, Romeo is a brand that's going for a wide net. You know, so unless it's like a limited edition Romeo where, like, when they had some of those Monte Cristos with, like, the 1935, and that's not going to be selling by the volumes, by the millions, but that was a strong for Monte Cristo. Well, I'm telling you right now, this is strong for Romeo, and it's within, you know, fuller strength AJ's, but it's not a crazy AJ. But here's the catch: it's actually a solid blend. Yes, it is a strong cigar, and it's very strong for Romeo. It's very strong for Romeo, and it'll be strong for Altatus, although not the strongest Altatus. But I'll tell you what, this is better than the H. Upman Heritage by AJ, and that's solid too. That's a stronger cigar, but less sweet. This is a better blend. If you like the Heritage, and that's a strong Chocha cigar. This is a better blend though. This has got more sophistication. I'm telling you right now, I would take this at $13. I'm taking this over Liga number 9, and I'm taking it over Padron 64 Maduro. I'm taking it over LFD Double Ajero Maduro. I'm taking it over Camacho Chip Maduro. And I'm taking it over the Heritage. And I'm not saying I don't like the Heritage is great. This is better. This is better. This is a better cigar. This is a better cigar, and they're gonna move this in more by volume. And I like this dark red, almost a mauve purple. And so yeah, that's the AJ. Here it is. And it's going to be coming in a 50 gauge, what does that say? Robusto, a Toro, and a Gordo. Oh, and there is going to be a Churchill. So we will try the Churchill, which is 7x50. We might just skip the Robusto and do a Churchill 7x50. I could say I am impressed. And I'm going to really be excited to see how this, when it goes to 60 gauge, how it changes. Because this is pretty much a full-strength cigar. About 80% darkness, long, heavy finish. A dark chocolate, sweet cigar with some earth, a lot of black pepper and some red pepper zest, and nice charred wood. Like, this is a real manly cigar. But without being, like, too crazy on the strength. But it's there. Mmm. Yeah. I could say I love this cigar. I also got, what's that? Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I also have some interesting news. My Corolla is leaving. I just got word today that my Corolla is leaving around June, give or take. My father, he called me today, and he said, how's your car? And I was literally like, wait a minute, how's my car? I was going to say, how's your balls? But I don't joke around like that with my father, because my father, I only give respect. So my father's like, how's your car? And I'm like, my car, it's a car. He's like, no, how is it? I'm like, yeah, it's paid off. It's good. It's run fine. No check yet. Everything's good. It's a Corolla. He said, well, how's the mileage? 190,000. It runs solid, though. No problem. The car runs solid. I don't drive it hard. Good. He said, good. He said, okay, here's the thing. Go buy whatever you want. I said, what? He said, yeah, just go buy something. We're going to get it in June. June? He said, yeah, just go pick something out. Just pick whatever you want out, and I'll pay for it. You'll pay for it. We're not talking about a sandwich here. I'm on the phone like that. I said, Dad, what? He said, what, I got to tell you it again? Go pick something out, and we'll get it for you in June. I said, you sure about that? He said, am I a liar? I said, no, Pop, it's not a normal conversation. You went from how's my car to get rid of it and get you. Don't worry about that car. He went full fucking John Gotti. Don't worry about the Corolla. He said, well, you get a new car. Get whatever you want. I said, I don't know, a truck or SUV? Yeah, get whatever you fucking want. Whatever I want. Whatever you want. He said, put it on my credit card. You got my credit card. Put it on my credit card. I said, put it on your credit card. He said, I want the points. I said, Pop, you want me to buy a car on your credit card and just, you gonna get the points? Yeah. All right. That was my day. I thought my day couldn't get any stranger or better, and I'll tell you what. Hey, let me call Sacco. Hey, Sacco. Is he gonna throw in some Fuente? Is he tired of that thing? The ceiling's twinkling. I don't know. Some of the lights aren't twinkling. You know what I'm saying? So that was my day. Well, I just dropped ash on near my balls. That was fantastic. Great, I just lowered the value of the car. I was gonna go ash in the window and I hit myself, and that's that. Anyways, though, I digress. It's cold out. Winter came back with a passion, and it's fucking me up. I'm tired of this winter. I'm tired of this winter. I want warm weather, baby. Or I just want decent weather, 45 degrees and sunny. The band is Classic Romeo. And look at that. I thought it was a one band. It's not. Look at that, Jeremy. It is a two band. Look, Padron can't afford two bands. This was two bands. No, was it, or was I just ripped it? I can't tell if it was one band and I just ripped it. I digress. Still, I'd rather smoke this old Padron 64 Maduro. Currently, it's a better cigar. Where am I going to put this review? Where am I going to put this cigar? Where am I going to put this cigar? Now, the cigar is $13, right? $13. And look, you're going to see the Robusto for around $11.25, so give or take $11 to $12 MSRP. The value on this cigar? The value on this cigar? This is a high value. I just told you I'd rather have this over Liga number 9. I don't know what else to say about that. I just told you I'd rather have this over Camacho Chip Maduro, LFD Double Mojero Maduro, Padron 64, and 26. I don't know what else to say. Strong, dark, hearty, chocolatey, but dark chocolatey, like a dark brownie with a lot of black pepper, red pepper zest, slightly earthy, dark charred wood, long heavy finish, 80% darkness, almost full strength. Fuck. Boxworthy. I can't say PG approved because I don't know if PG is down for this kind of party. Jeremy would love this cigar. Jeremy should buy a box. The question is, This is the 6x54, and that's the question. The other two cigars, three cigars, one's 50. The Churchill and Robusto are both 50 gauge. And I'm glad the Churchill, they went with the 7x50. And then tomorrow we're going to bump it up to 60 gauge. I'm going to have to get a 50 gauge, one or the other. And I will. In my opinion, this could be a contender for Cigar of the Year. A cigar this good at this price point and being a regular release and available, it's going to sell like hotcakes. The cigar is going to sell like hotcakes. Hotcakes, hotcakes. The cigar is going to sell like fucking flapjacks. Robusto's going to be a firecracker. Pushing this shorter, faster smoke and a smaller diameter, oh, it's going to be fucking... Yeah, but you know, you never know though. You might go to that 50 gauge and with the 50 gauge, I might like that 7-inch cigar, you know? So you start off a little slower. That 5x50, it might start off a lot stronger and maybe the chocolate notes are suppressed and maybe you're gonna get a lot more spice or a lot more earth, you know? Well, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see. That's the question. And I mean that. Normally, I prefer the Robusto over a Fat Toro, 6x54, Jeremy. And normally I would agree with that. But where this is at right now maybe they counter-blended it so in the Robusto it's not going to get so... If this is going to get a lot stronger, because going from 54 to 50, it should be a good, good, at least 10% strong. It should be stronger. The question is, if you push this blend any harder, is it still going to be just as good? Because I'm going to tell you right now where the blend is at. And it's a very simple for me to say this. $4.75. 4.75, just below Godlike. A 4.75. That's as high as you can go for amazing before Godlike. And I don't give that out lightly. When I give out a 4.7 regular amazing, and I don't just hand out box worthy. This is going to be easy to find. It's going to be affordable. And it's very likable. I'm not going to say exactly easy to love because not everyone's going to want a cigar this strong. Because it's more than a medium full. It's closer to full strength. So I think most of my viewers or people watching, not everyone would want to smoke a box of full strength cigars. There are guys that will. If you want fuller strength cigars, you're gonna fucking love this. This is a reset in the Maduro category. This is a reset in not just in price. It's not just good because of the price. It's great because of the price, but it's better than competitors at the price, and this is better than competitors at twice the price. Let's see, this for $12 over a Padron for $21. Yeah, I'll smoke this. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious. And it's just getting better. It's not like as it's getting harsh as I'm getting towards the last third. Actually, the sweetness is increasing. The sweetness is increasing. We're getting more like, we're getting things changing. We changed darkness and strength. Normally, AJ is one trick. This has got some nice character changes. From the beginning to now, it's changed a little more darker. And from the beginning to now, it's going up in strength, but also it's going up in sweetness. Oh, yeah. Major smoke output on this. Almost blinding. I got to open up the other window. Almost blinding smoke output. Cigar is impressively strong, but the cigar is impressively sweet and complex. The cigar is impressively long, heavy flavor. I am not bored of it. I could smoke this again. If I had nothing to do tomorrow, I would smoke that Gordo right now. We would just do a double review, but I couldn't judge the Gordo fair. Construction is fantastic. The thick, high-grade wrapper of this thing, and I showed you in the beginning, flawless-looking wrapper. You could buy a box, just find the size you want. You know, it's a safe bet to go with the Toro. Now, jumping up to a Churchill or down to the Robusto, that's the question, Jeremy. That is the question. You could get the Churchill, and you could always cut off 2 inches. No diddy. Fantastic cigar. I love this cigar. I love that it exists. I love that they released it at this price point. They didn't try to gouge. They didn't try to fuck the masses. This is one for the people. But this cigar, they could have released this under Monte Cristo. And they could have released this for $18. And it would have sold. It would have sold. This is fantastic. This is a fantastic cigar. A 4.75, high, amazing, box-worthy cigar. And I promise you, this should be in the top 25. People are going to have to get over the blind hate for AJ and their blind hate for Altatus and an easy blind hate for Romeo. And I get it. Oh, they don't really change a lot. And that's your grandfather's brand, Romeo. And that's the fake Cuban brand, Romeo. And that's, you know, they just make Connecticut shade cigars, you know, 30 years ago. You know, that was your grandfather's cigar. I get all that, guys. What a great fucking cigar. Oh, yeah. Perfect burn, solid ash, no touch-ups. And it's freezing out tonight. It's about 25 degrees. Oof, and I'm not dressed properly for it. I love this cigar. I'm tired of talking about that. I already said I loved it. Anything else here to love? Well, if your wife is a nurse and she's working overnights, this is what's happening in bathrooms and locker rooms. She's getting those cheeks cracked by Tyrone. Oh, my girlfriend is a nighttime nurse. Bro, she's getting cracked. This guy is smashing that pussy, man. And you know what, though? It's not his fault. If that's your wife or girlfriend, that's on her. Next at 10. Do I have anything else? I don't even know if I have anything else. I've been getting these advertisements. If you should drink coffee if you have AIDS. Well, I think the question is, does it fucking matter? The only thing you should do if you have AIDS is make your will. Tell people you have it if you're going to be, you shouldn't just be having sex anymore. You should, if you have AIDS, you should start reading books, doing charity work, you know, maybe reading books to blind people, no contact, you know, like helping out society. You've already done enough. You've already sucked off enough dudes in a sauna. Slow down. And if you're going to drink coffee, who gives a shit? Coffee? I don't know. Should you drink coffee if you got AIDS? I don't know. I mean, coffee makes you shit your pants. So you probably shouldn't because you have a prolapsed asshole and you broke your asshole. And so that if you drink too much coffee, you can't hold your shit. And you can't hold your shit. And then you're gonna one fart away and you shit your pants. And there's nothing worse than shitting your pants and having AIDS. That's a double whammy. Anyways, I'm going to end it with that. Phenomenal cigar, 4.75. I am happy to be the first person in the world that I'm aware of to review this on YouTube, and I could highly recommend the Romeo Profundo by AJ Fernandez, and it doesn't say AJ Fernandez, which is kind of unique. Long, heavy finish, almost full strength, 80% darkness, dark sweet chocolate, slightly earthy, black pepper a lot, red zesty pepper, and a lot of charred wood with a super long finish. Affordable, great construction, great draw. You're going to get a great time out of this. You're going to get over an hour with this cigar in Toro, and probably about an hour 20. You're going to have a great time. And I'm telling you right now, if there's nights where I don't have new cigars to review, I'll smoke this over Liga. I'll smoke this over Padron. And I'll smoke this over Camacho Trip Maduro. Smoke this over LFD Double Maduro. Double Ajero Maduro. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's better than Espinosa Maduro. You know, the blue 601 Maduro. Better than that. Same price point. I'd rather smoke this. You bet your sweet ass. Guys, we have a winner. We have a cigar that, in my opinion, will be top 25, and it's affordable. And AJ made a great blend that anyone that likes strong cigars is going to love it. If you don't like strong cigars, it's stronger than Liga. I fucking love it. On that note, I'm going to get out of here, and tomorrow we'll be back with the Gordo, and we'll see what happens. You guys stay fresh. You don't do drugs. 10 cents for camping. And who knows, maybe tomorrow will be World War III again, and everyone's going to be nuked. So at least we had a great Romeo 1875 Nicaragua by AJ Fernandez. Profundo, the all-new Dark Oscuro Nicaraguan Puro. Fantastic. See you around. Stay fresh.